Superhero games have always been a favorite gaming genre amongst many gamers, but unfortunately some of these games are exclusive for certain gaming consoles. But today, with the help of emulation, we can play them on PC. In this video, I'm gonna rank top 5 7th generation console exclusive superhero games. Just bear in mind that all games mentioned in the video are better to be played on RPCS3, although there are some exceptions that I will mention further in the video. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Number 5. XMen Destiny. XMen Destiny is an action role-playing video game based on the X-Men comic book series. In this game, players are put in the roles of new mutants who choose to join either the X-Men, the good side, or the Brotherhood, which are mostly villains. I've already made a video about this game. I'll mention it in this video and you can watch it later. And remember that this game is not playable on RPCS3 yet, so the better option here is Xenia. Number 4. LEGO Dimensions. This game is one of the best 7th generation console exclusive superhero game based on Metacritic scores. LEGO Dimensions requires either a real ToyPad with character and vehicle stack, or you can use a ToyPad emulator in order to play the game on RPCS3. LEGO Dimensions is a LEGO themed action-adventure platform crossover developed by Traveler's Tales and published by Warner Bros. It features the same style of gameplay as the previous LEGO video games, in which up to 2 players control LEGO characters and progress through linear levels. Number 3. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Fate of Two Worlds. This game is basically a Street Fighter game, but you get to play with Capcom and Marvel characters, which are pretty fun to play, especially when you're playing against one of your friends, if you have one. Anyways, the game is a cliche, but the characters make it special. Number 2. Captain America Super Soldier. I recommend you to play this game with Xenia Emulator because the game is considered in-game in RPCS3's compatibility list, and it gives you a very low frame rate, so the better option here is Xenia. The game runs at perfect 60 FPS, but sometimes at higher levels you might experience stuttering. The problem with playing this game on Xenia is that most of you probably can't play the game on higher resolutions, and you have to play it with the native resolution, because bumping up the resolution sacrifices a noticeable amount of performance. A good workaround for the low 720p resolution is to enable post-processing settings and bumping up the numbers. It will make the game look way better. So let's talk about the game itself. The game is not as boring as other ones in my opinion, and it has a separate storyline from the movie itself, which is pretty cool. You will also encounter new enemies that were not present in the movie. Before we get into the first game, I want to mention some other titles. Some are trash, like Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, or Thor God of Thunder. There's also a PS3 exclusive game called Punisher No Mercy. It's a shooting game and you get to play it with a mouse and keyboard by default on RPCS3, although you might experience broken audio like me, or if not, your game should run fine. So apart from these trash games, there is actually a very cool and famous game, unlike its title. It has the best Metacritic scores out of all these games. Infamous 2, but unfortunately it doesn't run perfect on RPCS3. In fact, this game is not playable on the compatibility list of RPCS3. You can play it with a good performance above 30, I suppose, but RPCS3 seems to have so much work to do in order to make this game playable. So that was the reason I didn't mention this game in the ranking list. So coming in at number 1, we have SpiderMan Edge of Time. This game almost uses the same mechanics as SpiderMan Shattered Dimensions, but this one is an exclusive and you get to play as 2 Spider-Mans, the Amazing Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2099, and your mission is to prevent the Amazing Spider-Man to die. You can finish the game in almost a day since the story mode is not that long, so you get to finish it even before it gets boring. If you have played the previous game, this one will feel like a mini version of Spider-Man Shattered Dimension, but overall it's a pretty fun game to play. I've already made a review about this game. I'll mention it in the end screen of this video. That was it, guys. If you like my content, please like this video and don't forget to subscribe.